necromancer.
He hasn't used any necromancy yet, ever. He's not an elven man.
The nephew.
Nope. She says, I cannot speak on the necromancer, but find Jenkins and bring him to me. And one last request. Make sure that his junk is intact.
Oh.
And you see that she brings out these enormous boots underneath her desk. They're like way too large to fit on her feet. But there's a steel plate on the heel that's been like nailed into it.
Oh, come on.
It's hot.
She shows you out of the office. Did you sign that document?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. So I don't know if your crew wants to discuss any theories on how you might find the man Jenkins in the flotilla or how to recover him, but let's do that before we break for the night. Seems we've gained a new mission.
Well, when she come in the office, I'm just there taunting the guards, and they're like about to punch me in the face.
Oh yeah, definitely. There's some white knuckles on those weapons.
And I say, anytime, pretty boy.
One of them like reaches out and does the Val Kilmer Iceman. He's like,
And I go right back because my teeth are bigger.
that was a really good cracking noise, by the way. It was impressive. It came through the mic. Okay, so Scourge, your little group of nobles just continues following you around through the day. They don't seem to get bored. They're just like, reverse all the way. On guard.
Ahoy!
Ask them if they want to join the crew.
Unmask the mizzen snoop. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we really need nobles on the crew.
We don't.
I'll see if I can talk them into buying me drinks.
Oh, yeah, they're the ones that have been doing it all week. You know, they find whatever
Awesome.
tavern you're going to, and they follow you
Then
around.
I'm good. They can follow me anywhere they want, as long as they're supplying ale.
Okay.
I like to say the only thing I see in them is meat shields.
Of course.
I won't be doing any sneaking in the near future, but okay.
All right.
Oh yeah, did I get paid for the work, or that was just role playing?
That was role playing. That was part of your level 5 gear.
Yes.
So, what is your guys' plan for finding the man Jenkins?
Well, I need to find out what a jinx eater is.
Okay. Anyone that's around can make a knowledge local check for Jinx Eater.
Is he human?
He is not human.
Nope.
Okay.
The man Jenkins.
No idea.
Okay.
Uncle Books, you know everything there is about Jinx Eaters. They are Tengu, who specifically are known for drawing bad luck away from situations and infusing the area with good luck charms from Tianxia. Every ship should have a Jinx Eater, is what they say in Port Peril. And finding Jinx Eaters, because they're not very common, and get them on your crew, there are captains who will kill over that issue. And so it rapidly becomes apparent as to why they put such a man in charge of the flotilla. Not just because he was sleeping with the boss.
Birdman.
Although that might also be part of it.
So, I'll let you, because you made such a high check, you learned quite a bit personally about the man Jenkins books. He came out of nowhere about 2 years ago in Blood Cove, and since that time has risen very quickly among the ranks of, if not the nobility, among the socially active in Blood Cove. No one's really sure how he makes his fortune, but he does seem to continue accruing quite a bit of industry. And he's kind of known as being like a buckled down, You know, not a wild man, just in general shows up to parties and has a drink or two, talks to people. Every once in a while, he goes out on a pirate voyage for the Aspis Consortium as a Jinx Eater, but even then, he kind of avoids fights. He is, however, known immensely in the dueling circuit as the Lightning Flash for his stylized finishing move, where he moves with incredible speed and delivers a shocking grasp right in the opponent's eye and leaves them dead on the floor.
I want to specifically find out if there's anyone that has lost money to him in gambling or games.
He does not gamble. People
Okay.
only bet on him.
Okay.
And the odds against him are quite bad.
You just changed my favorite enemy to Tengu.
Can't change it now. No, not happening.
Sounds like a match.
I like to say that would joke.
I'm having second thoughts about this arcane duelist idea.
Well, you have till next week to be official, I'm guessing. Is that okay?
Oh, no, 2 weeks from now.
2
Since
weeks.
We're not meeting next week.
We're not meeting
Yeah.
next week because it's
Holidays.
Thanksgiving.
So, if there's any additional information you want me to look into, I'd be happy to do that. But I relay all the information that I know. If you want to be assisted in gathering information, I can assist in that as well. But there's no information regarding the last whereabouts where he may be. We didn't learn that, right?
Nope. The last thing people know about him was that he disappeared in the night about a week ago, and no one's seen him since then.
Mm-hmm. So he originated from Blood Cove, so there might be a trail of some sort.
If only we had an investigator.
Anyone have anything that they'd like to search for while they're in town? About the man Jenkins, or any plans that they'd like to lay for finding him?
Oh yeah, I like to purchase some fishing nets.
Okay. Surely they are easily available in such a port.
Yeah.
I do not have access to divination. I tell my party. Therefore, it's very difficult for me to find such scrolls and cast them effectively.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be any help at all, so.
He's not human, so I don't get any bonuses or trying to figure out what he is or what he does.
So any thoughts as to how to approach this situation?
We could hire somebody to find him, but it'd be kind of redundant, wouldn't it?
Could get really recursive.
I mean, a recursive, sorry, I said it wrong.
So he's not in Blood Cove.
Indeed, he
He's
is
not.
He's
Not
on
that we
that
can
red
find.
tick on the map.
Yes.
Hmm?
That is where his warship flotilla headed to.
Okay.
I go asking around for his friends.
Okay. You don't. Oh, well, you don't have to go very far. I mean, some of the people following Scourge around are well-known bettors on the duelist circuit, and they're willing to tell you everything possible if it means spending 5 more minutes with Scourge.
I offer them private time with Scourge if they tell me everything.
Hey, hey, hey! Wait a minute.
The ladies
These
are.
are the VIP club. These are the people that get to get, beyond the ribbon. And they can
You
actually
see-
sit at your table while you drink.
You see, the ladies are like, yes, I want some of that.
Are you formalizing your Scourge worshipping? Okay. This is what happens when you accept the whip. You become a
Oh.
Scourge. So there's one particular young man inside of Scourge. He has his old hairstyle when you guys met him looked exactly like Scourge's before. You know, kind of wild hair. And now he shaved most of it off and he has a pointed orange mohawk. And he's taken to walking kind of bow-legged. He's trying to like get a lower stance now. And he's picked up a smattering of dwarven cursing.
Why,
so,
man?
When you say that you're looking for people who know Jenkins, he says, Jenkins, I know that guy.
Me.
I'll tell you anything you want about him.
Well, you know, Master Scourge was hoping to meet with him and try their strength of arms against each other.
Oh, really? Well, I'd pay odds for that. I'd see them in the betting circle together. I think Scourge take them down.
Oh, definitely. I mean, Scourge is a mighty combatant. But evidently, this guy heard of the challenge and has run off. He's unwilling to face Scourge in a battle of arms.
Well, I don't know much about that. You know, I don't think Scourge has ever given challenge in the arena.
Not in the arena. Evidently, it was over a matter of honor.
I've been with Scourge all week. I don't recall seeing him with Jenkins ever.
Well, exactly. Jenkins already ran off. We're trying to find out where we are so he can deliver the formal notice.
Can you make a bluff check? This guy seems pretty confused to start with, but...
Like I said, simple people.
Whoa. He's like, that don't sound right. Sounds like some kind of trickery here. Scourge, what's all this about? He like exits the cabin, just screaming for Scourge. He's like, Scourge!
I just stop my head and just say, what did I say? Simple.
Wow. Let me see. How can I say this without lying? Because I know I can't bluff.
Remember, you haven't heard anything Ferris has said so far.
I'm oblivious to this whole thing.
Yep. He's like, Scourge, what's all this about now?
What are you talking about?
I think you're them there captain's trying to tell me you're trying to duel the man Jenkins. Is that true?
Well, hell yeah, I'll duel anybody. Let's go. Where's he at?
Oh, okay, alright. Well, I'll tell you, I ain't seen him in about a week or so, but we can put out a challenge word for him. You know, when he comes back, you can glove him in the face like.
Why don't we go find him?
Well, I don't
We'll do
really
it
know
now.
where he is. I mean, I can point you to his yacht, but he ain't been to it in a couple days.
I'll look at the captain.
I
You
I
broke up.
lost all of that.
I think she said she nodded vigorously.
Okay.
Nodded vigorously. Okay, sure. Yes, that would be great. What she said.
All right. He says, "Well, now let's go launch that there gig there, and we'll go out to the boat."
I'll even let him stand beside me.
Okay. So he stands beside you, and he just spends the whole time talking about how you need to get signed up for the dueling circuit. He gives you one of his white gloves so that you can slap Jenkins in the face with it. And he explains to you the various procedures for Blood Cove dueling, which is kind of like Marquis of Queensberry rules, except with more stabbing. Like, really? You have nothing to say?
Oh, come on. This would be great slow motion.
No.
And I shout, what is
Well, now
that?
you have to stomp on my artistic impulses.
Oh,
Baby, don't hurt me.
are you shipping this?
Slightly, yes.
I'm not sure you should be shipping relationships with NPCs, but okay.
Everything BioWare has done has told me that this is acceptable.
Oh, of course. My bad. Alright. Yeah, I'll accept that. There was some pretty weird shit in Mass Effect 1 and 3.
Yeah. Especially 3. I just got done beating it and I'm about to play it again.
Ashley's fantastic. Nothing better than a space racist.
Space.
I can't tell the aliens from the animals. And that's who I kept alive on Vermeer.
Yeah, because other guy's so boring, he puts you to sleep.
Kaiden is amazing.
Dude, Kaiden is awesome.
Yeah, Kaiden's awesome.
Whatever. I made the reference to that. You told me you didn't know nothing about Mass Effect, Lorraine.
Okay, I don't know. I haven't played the game, so that doesn't mean I haven't seen the fanfic.
Oh, of course.
Oh, snap.
Oh, snap.
I'm guessing
knew
it's
it.
Kaiden X Commander Shepard, since that's a thing.
I hate that.
Commander.
Blue chicks. Who are the blue chicks?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, anyway, you get to this yacht, and it's just, the nameplate on it is The Man. And it's about, 30 feet long. It has, like, black glass windows, so it's rather difficult to see out of. And, you find lots of TN stuff all over it. Just little hanging charms everywhere. And when you come aboard, there's like 3 women wearing nothing but chains and socks.
Socks.
And they're all speaking polyglot. Does anyone actually speak polyglot?
I certainly don't.
Oh, Books does. Alright. So Books, they're
Toads
saying
do.
things like, have you brought food? We're so tired and hungry. Where is the man?
I do not know where the man is. We are looking for him.
They look very sad.
And
They just
I
keep asking you, do you have any food or water?
I translate for the party. They are looking for food and water.
I
What?
offer to trade food and water for socks.
They look at each other very strangely, and then they just sit down on deck and take off their socks.
Now then, describe the socks. They have entered inventory.
All
Come on,
6
knee
socks
high.
that have been offered to you are all like sub-ankle length, like little white cottony socks.
You disappoint, man.
Okay, so they're anklets, but they're not doing like tabby. I mean, I was figuring with the whole TNC.
Nope.
Nope.
Alright, I create food and water.
Okay. They immediately go into it, and just every few minutes they stop to ask Books where the man is.
I ask Books to ask them how long they have been here without the man.
So how long have you been here looking for this person?
They say, "Oh, we are not looking for the man. The man owns us. We just wanted him to come back so that we would have food and water
Oh, is
Nice
there
clean
a-
socks.
and socks."
So if we wanted to free you from him, would we have to need a contract signed by him to?
They're just like,
No.
they don't understand how the slavery works.
Okay.
The concept of being free is completely foreign to them.
Okay.
You're talking to them, and after like 5 minutes of discussion, they're just like, "But we belong to the man."
When did they last see the man?
1 week ago.
And what direction was he headed?
He was headed towards another ship, a very large 6-deck ship.
I asked them to show us the man's chamber.
Okay. They lead you below decks where there are more women in chains, all of whom are most of them seem faint from hunger, unconscious, or near death.
I
from
feed
starvation.
them as well and heal the ones that require it.
There's over a dozen of them.
I will assist
I
with the
have
healing.
quite a bit of great food and water.
Yep. So, Finally, you get around to the captain's quarters, which is basically just a gigantic heart-shaped bed with pink sheets, and in the corner there's like dozens more sheets for replacements and like 30 pillows. But there's also a gigantic map on the ceiling that is of the Sargovan coast, and there's a big X where the flotilla was supposedly headed to, and there's a notation on the ceiling next to it, written in TNC or
TN?
no, not TN, Minkanese.
Minkai.
Yep. Does anyone read Minkayan?
Does anyone have comprehend languages? Wizard?
Or a linguistics check, perhaps?
Tomes had a linguistics check.
He still does.
Yeah.
I can do.
Discount Tomes. He's still alive. Just,
A ghost.
not alive. He's still moving.
He's still around somewhere.
You can say he doesn't stand a ghosted chance now.
No.
Ah.
Attention, duelists. In America.
America.
Man, that show is so good.
Yes. Oh yeah, did you see the health scene thing I sent
No,
you?
I did not. I keep putting it off to watch other things. I'm sorry. I'm also packing my house, so.
Understandable.
So, anyone have any way to read Minkayan?
Well, I tried a linguistics check.
Oh, my apologies. You think it says the place?
Why am I utterly unsurprised? Can we either take down or copy the map and take 20 to search the rest of the bedchamber?
Okay, alright. So the map is built into the ceiling, like it's been painted there. And when you search the chamber, you do find a number of painting supplies in a hidden closet. You also find, like, a hidden drawer in the cabinets that has, like, this unlimited supply of socks. Of the socks of the type you've already found. It's in, like, a between desk drawer. And, you also find an invoice written, it seems to be encoded, but there are pretty large sums of money on it. The writing is encoded, but the prices on it are like 100,000 gold pieces, like that.
I attempt linguistics to break the encoding.
Okay. It's going to take you a few hours to do that. And at the end of that time, you'll be unsuccessful.
So are the girls chained to furniture or something, or they're just wearing chains as decorative?
Both. Their legs are chained. All of them have like 30 feet of chain. It's just enough to get them to the exit of the ship, and they're all chained to the front end of the vessel and the inside to a ring on the floor. And then they have chains as like clothing. It's very, very strange looking.
Siegfried, did we ever decide if you have disabled device or not?
No, I do not.
I
Okay.
do.
Our new party member does.
Need me to do this, boss?
I don't think so. I just plan on taking them with us so they don't starve to death.
Okay, let's do this. I disable device and take a 20.
Okay. You easily
Since
remove the
I'm in a,
chains from the anchoring point.
can we just say I'm in a quantum state? And one of my two options does have disable device.
Nope. No quantum stating.
No quantum stating.
As soon as we observe you, you're locked into that. You can't go back to being a wave.
Are all the socks the same? I want to
yes.
basically try to find out if there's like a tailor inscription. Maybe someone made all of these socks.
Interesting. There's no mark, but if you were to search around for someone, they're all made exactly the same. And this is not a period in time where, like, massive industrial machining would be a thing. So someone very skilled has been making these socks.
Or they're magic.
Okay. Well, I'm going to try to, get a couple of those socks and, just take note of that and try to eventually find this tailor.
Okay.
We can corner Marcus and socks.
So, if you're looking for the tailor, it'll take a diplomacy or knowledge local check.
Is the tailor human?
Yes.
Cool. I get +2. Well, +4. $14.
14? Okay,
Yeah.
so you ask around about socks, and you're directed to a couple sock shops where, you could buy very weatherproofed canvas coverings, but actual socks, no one is sending you to find socks.
Seems legit.
Uncle Books, you two. Sock shops seem pretty rare in Blood Cove, given that it's built at the edge of a swamp and everyone here's a pirate. Everyone keeps sending you to, like, canvas stores. They understand that you're asking about socks, but no one knows where these particular socks came from. Any other thoughts here, guys?
Can I squib slaves like shit?
No. Slaves all have very well documented documents.
Did I
that are
find
held-
any of his paperwork when we took a 20 days?
Oh yeah, no, yeah, you found all the slave paperwork.
Alright, I take all of their paperwork, and
Okay.
them, and the encrypted documents.
Okay.
I drop the slaves off at our ship and instruct everybody to feed them, and I take the encrypted documents and go back to the judge and ask if she has anyone who can decode things.
Okay, so, like,
Oh, yeah, good call.
all of the men on the ship are all just like, what are we supposed to do with a bunch of naked women wearing socks, Captain?
Put clothes
I
on them.
inform them that Arisa is in charge until I get back.
Okay. Petty
And I
officer.
tell her to make sure that they are clothed and fed, and if any of the other crew members gives her a problem, I'll scourge about it.
Okay. All right.
Actually, I have an awesome punishment. I could go bird form, just dunk them in the water over and over again.
That's terrifying.
Scourge is supposed to be the disciplinarian. Let's try not to take his role.
This is discipline. This is fun.
All right. So where were you heading to go see the judge?
To see the judge and ask someone to translate the encoded documents.
Okay. So when you arrive, the judge is like, I'll take those documents. She takes them off your hand. She's like, it'll take us a few weeks to get back to you on this. Can you make a sense motive check?
I need to make a sense motive check, but I can automatically tell.
Yep.
This is never getting done.
And are we here?
Even if you came with, Ferris would only... So, you get the idea that you'll probably get these documents back in a few weeks. This woman seems pretty trustworthy on this matter, and not at all vengeful.
Well, luckily I made copies of everything before we left the ship.
I see.
Supplies. Susie, I also...
So let me ask, did you give her the original or a copy?
I would have given her a copy.
I see. Okay.
If nothing else, we keep the original in case I can find someone who's capable of doing scrying spells.
Okay.
I don't know how much actually tracking down the tailor will help us get information. And the only thing that was marked on the map was the cove.
Yep. That's the only thing that was currently painted in with an X. And had a notation next to it.
Ah, I suppose suppose we could try getting on the ship and going there and seeing what we see.
So everyone's ready to sail then?
I have a purchase I'd like to make first.
Okay.
I'm trying to calculate money, and I'm not sure I'm doing it right.
Still in the quantum state.
I say new guy.
Yes.
It's not. I'm just happy you're here. I'm no longer the new guy now.
That's a good way to look at things. So, before
Yes.
you guys cast off, an old man approaches you on the docks. And he says, Adventure! Excitement! You crave these things, do you, pirates?
Yes.
Always.
It is foolishness. You are sociopathic murderers trying to live out a dream of ages that have never happened.
Yes.
No.
And?
Thank you, sir.
You are
Now I have
damned,
another.
all of you.
And
Repent and accept the Silver Crusade in your heart, and you can fight off your own demons while you fight actual physical demons and save the world.
I look up and down the and shout, Consortium rep.
no.
You're looking for Aspis Consortium?
Yep.
Okay, there's a patrol of Aspis Consortium walking around.
This weirdo keeps talking about the Silver Crusade. Don't you people take care of these things?
So the man is like, Repent! Repent! And the Aspis Consortium guards just come over and pull out like bludgeons and begin beating the old man into unconsciousness. And he just shouts out, The demons! They're coming! The world wound! Oh, my liver!
The world wound is many miles away.
Okay, so you've arranged for the beating of an old man.
Take that, Pathfinder.
I laugh.
Well, he's not actually a Pathfinder. He's a Silver Crusade member, which isn't necessarily a Pathfinder.
They're affiliated with Pathfinders, and God knows the Pathfinders are a bunch of jerks.
Okay, all right. So you take out some vengeance on them and end his prolicitizing and I don't know, shaming. Okay.
I
Set
do
off.
ask. I do ask the man after he's beaten.
Oh, he's unconscious when they're done beating him.
Oh, okay. He's unconscious. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, someone who paid to dock asked them to get rid of somebody who was harassing them. They're just going to town. That's like giving candy to an Aspis Consortium agent.
I passed them a couple of
Oh, okay. They're like, thank you kindly, man. Thank you kindly.
Kidney shot,
Always a
kidney shot.
pleasure to beat an old man on the edge of the docks. We've been trying to get rid of him for weeks.
Good job. Kick him while they're down.
Is there, I mean, what specifically would you like to have happen, folks? I don't suppose you're considering repenting and joining the crusade.
No, I was just going to whisper if he had any what do you call them? Tokens against haunts.
No, he doesn't.
Okay. I didn't know if he was like selling talismans or anything like that.
You'd have to go to Ustalav to find those.
Okay.
In fact, you probably have to go to Harrowstone.
It's a long way from here.
It is a long way. But it's shorter than the distance to the whirlwind by a couple hundred miles, so...
Oh, by a long shot.
All right. I think we are done for the night. We have the crew, we have a mission, we have lots of open world content you guys can still do. I am, of course, accepting quest suggestions from any players if you have quests that you'd like to undertake or anything that the audience would like to submit. Just tweet it to me or email it. And yeah, hopefully everyone enjoyed tonight, even with the death. And I don't want to call tonight a failure. I was testing my theory that MMO boss mechanics would work hilariously in tabletop games, and it kind of worked out how I thought. It was interesting to see, and I'll be refining it for future content. So,
And don't feel bad about Tomes. He had it coming.
I see. If you guys as players want to send me a review of how you thought that fight went and whether you enjoyed the mechanics or whatever, or the 10 round enrage timer, let me know. Just send me something. And I will see you guys in 2 weeks. And for the viewing audience, I'll continue to be making videos pretty much every day. So have a good night, everyone.
Awesome.
Off the air.